something I just want to put out there. Since we don't have any guests, we'll take another minute or two and just see who shows up. But something I just want to share, the angle that I'm looking at working with this and promoting this is really from the travel perspective. For those of you here that know me, you know I came from finance, and so looking at the crypto markets, stock markets, everything financial related lately, the nice thing and the difference between the former company and this company is that there are multiple benefits here that you can promote. So if you want to promote the private membership, if you want to promote the travel, if you want to promote the education. But what I really, I've been looking at lately, I think is a great angle is everybody's spending more money on everything these days. Food, gasoline, you name it. Everything costs more, especially travel. The airlines have to compensate for the fact that, they're paying more in fuel. And so, they have a job to do. They're supposed to hedge those fuel costs, but when it goes up the way it has recently, they're going to pass those increases on in the form of higher ticket prices. So when we really look at this, I'm really approaching this, and I'm just sharing this. You don't have to do this. This is just what I'm doing, is I'm looking for ways to be able to promote this to where, because I know a lot of people feel like they got their heads bashed in with crypto. And, if you own stocks like I do, you got your head bashed in that too, unless... I also own oil and gas and a lot of the other stuff. So that stuff's done really well. But at the same time, when you look at the crypto markets, where that's what a lot of people are here for, is to earn Bitcoin, one of the problems is that we're going to have these periods of time where the markets are just going to be hammered. And I saw an analyst on TV today who was talking about, we're looking at another 4 months of this. I don't know if I agree with that. But if you approach this from the aspect of travel, I think you can really attract a lot of people because you're promoting something that's helping people save money. And for small business owners, now I'm not talking about people that work for big Fortune 500 companies or work for a company that pays for their travel. I'm talking about small business owners like Mike Gold, like Indy. He's not on here tonight, but he's one of my team members. He's in the solar business, and he pays for all of his own hotels and flights and anywhere he goes. And so I just really think that looking at this and promoting it from the angle of saving money on travel is something that people can benefit from because they're paying more for everything else. So if you can offer them a discount, and the discount is significantly more than what they're going to get if they use Booking.com or they use Expedia. I've already researched and I've done so many different comparisons with ObviSky, and it's amazing, the discounts. And so, all these other companies out there, they have to mark up their travel so they can make some money on it, whether it's Expedia or Kayak or Booking.com. Here, Decentra, the company, with offering us access to ObviSky, they are not making any money on this. So that's why we're able to get these amazing discounts. And to be able to pass these savings on to people, I think is a real value. So that's the angle I'm using right now. I tested a small story overnight, had about 33 viewers. I'm thinking about changing the ad, but if you approach people from the aspect of, hey, I can help you save up to 65% on your travel. Most of them, if they're paying for access to discounted travel, they're not getting travel anywhere near the discounts that we're getting. So that's just an angle I want to share with everybody. Right now it's hard for a lot of people. In my experience, most of the people that I know that are in crypto have only been in it for a couple of years. And I'm not putting anybody down here. I'm just saying that as a trader for over 30 years, there's a lot of people in the crypto industry that are putting themselves out there as traders or trainers or teachers, and they've never even owned a stock before. So people are listening to people like that, and they're not getting the best advice. And so when I really look at what we have here, it's an amazing opportunity. But if you approach it from the angle of travel versus crypto and the private members club, I think that you may have more success. So that's really all I want to share with you guys and gals. Put it out there. You discovered an amazing membership. which is one of the six benefits or seven benefits, is that you're getting access to discounted travel, more than you can find online for yourself. So, with that, I think that's a great way to promote right now and really build your business, because you don't have to build the business based on people coming in and buying the staking packages or Hick Vault, or even though I love all these things, I'm just trying to give you an easy angle into, talking to people about discounted travel versus, earning Bitcoin, that is actually important to some people, but a lot of people are kind of freaked out by this. This is just a normal, really, part of being involved in crypto. And it's the same for being involved in stocks. And so at some point in the future, I think what will eventually happen, and what I've been waiting for it to happen for a long time, is for the equity or stock markets to either go up or down, and for Bitcoin to do the opposite. So it's called a correlation. And so that's really what I've been waiting for to happen. It's not happening right now, but we have to remember that crypto is still new. Even though it's, Bitcoin started in 2009, it's still really new to a lot of people. 99% of people, it's on one of the slides, don't know about this. So, if you come at it from that angle at this point right now, with the way things are going, if you didn't have any other alternative, I could understand. But you do have that angle of, hey, you can save money on travel. It's something that people can save money on right now, because right now everything is costing everybody more money. So I hope that's helpful. That's the angle I'm using right now. And I think if people come in for the travel, they're going to discover Decentra University, which I think is incredibly valuable as well. They'll discover that, and they'll eventually discover the private members club. And so having them come in for the travel, they will eventually discover all the other benefits of the program. But I know a lot of the people that I follow. I look at my Facebook wall. People they've just been destroyed. And a lot of it has to do with a lack of education, a lack of, knowledge, and just really not understanding the way any industry works when it comes to whether it's stocks or bonds or currencies or precious metals, oil and gas. This is another market, and it doesn't ever close. And so that's what's so crazy, is that, when you look at the stock markets, they can only go down for so long, because the market opens at a certain time and it closes at a certain time. And it's like, I remember the days just counting down the minutes, just praying, please let the markets close. Please let the markets close. Because then they couldn't go down anymore. And, that's what it was like from the year 2000 to the year 2002, where the equity markets, the stock markets, they all went down every single day for 2 years. So I don't know what's worse, to have the declines that we're having right now, or to have, it's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. So that's what's happening in crypto and in the equity markets. And then you look at the travel side, and it's like, hey, everybody loves to travel. And even if you don't travel, I know people that travel. So this is definitely a value that you can offer to people.